Okay, so let's see. It's all set. Let's see. No. Exactly sure how to know. I'll have to play with it. But interesting. Alright, I'll call it. Go. Okay, okay. I don't know if that's legit or not, but these 5 are correct. But again, we're kind of let's pop over here. Campus. Okie dokie. Okay, so let's see. I need to thumbnail out something. I want to do it all together. I don't want to do it separately. It's going to be a big one though. I might have to change the shape of the canvas. I'm not 100% sure on how I want to roll with that. Let's get situated a little bit better here. And roughly that shape, I guess. Okay. All right. Let's grab that. Let's move it here. Okay. Yeah, grab it back in. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. That was all right. Let's merge this together real quick and then just delete that because obviously wasn't great. What I can do is there we go, rectangle. Ooh. Okay, like that. There. Now, grab that. Just so we have a more solid. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just setting up little thumbnails. So that I can kind of just iterate ideas, hopefully fairly quickly. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I think that's probably good. Alright. Then I guess we could pop it above. Block that. Alright, and then go back to my pencil and figure something out. Yeah, I don't know how many people out there do this. I don't know. Probably help if I was a better idea of what I was doing, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so yeah, let's just start with sitting in the middle. Seen like the jumping out thing a million times, but we'll just throw it in. Helps to just get all the ideas out, I guess. real quick. But it actually ended up kind of a lot smaller. Shrink it a smidge, maybe. Put down at the bottom, I guess. Kind of out. Bit. Well, I already don't really care for this one necessarily, but you're it. We're, like I said, out of room already kind of situation, but that's a gist, I guess. We'll roll with that for right now. Wait. Man, I don't know. I mean, I might just have to kind of do them one by one, even though I want to do a full thing. It's just probably gonna be too much. Might just be kind of how we roll. Yeah. I'll look at other people's. That's a cool one. I don't know. Her name. What's that? No. That's a cool style. Really like it. I apologize. This isn't super entertaining, but this is part of the process. Looking, seeing other people kind of done in a situation, and I think copying and saying that's not cool. Idea. How people have put them all together in one piece like I'm wanting to do. I'm not spending a lot of time looking at any one piece. Rolling, so I don't lock in on anything much. I don't know if I have the skill level required to put them all together, honestly. I could do like a bunch of that. Would be kind of... It might be fun to do like a poncho series. And these are like Pikachu. I'll save. I don't think did they? Maybe they did. Maybe they're handmade. I'm not. That one is legit. Okay. So they've done some fun shit. Interesting. Yeah, I want to color my stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with like a poncho series, and I might set it up like a Pokemon card, I guess. Okay. So rather than this orientation, I would flip everything. I think that what is one card? Okay, so it's like a similar to a business card. Yeah. Well, a little bit longer or taller. We're holding it in the same orientation. All right, so do. There's an acceptable for Pokemon template. Anyway, let's okay. Yeah, I'll just delete this. I'm going to all right, so let's do go down here, lock that. That actually might already be kind of the size I want. That's a little bit more where I want to be. Oh, I actually got it first try. Sweet. All right. First let's rotate this. Bend over. Yeah, probably pretty close. All right, we'll roll with that. Because I forgot to rotate this one before. I did that. Okay. Merge those. And I don't necessarily want to do the static pose one kind of situation. We'll look at it, see what happens. Static pose. For a reason, it's simple, it's easy. Like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole thing here. Thing that I don't think they normally kind of do is add the ears in. Maybe the stone will be right there. Like the stone will be kind of like a brooch or like a zipper on the outfit, which is kind of cool. That's like a static one. We do like a jumping. Maybe like a stretch. So it's easier for me to know what's happening. Let's see. Let's throw another one here. You want to be able to like know what's going on, right? Like you don't want to get too crazy with it if we're doing the poncho. So these are ponchos. Erase this. Got a little bit carried away. Alright, so back here, keep it inside. Alright. Let's see what kind of maybe interacting a little bit. Pause up on glass maybe. sleeping. Um, Boom, 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 okay. We'll call these object. And then here we'll just kind of do Eevee. And then just the different evolutions, I guess, in whatever poses. Or maybe Eevee playing with evolution. Blah. Also an option. Alright, so let's see. Eevee. We could do more of like a full art kind of card situation for these. I think these make more sense as like not necessarily full art. We could do them, we could set them up as full art. I just set them up with a boundary. Just a little bit less to deal with right now, which I think is fine. Eevee, maybe it could be chilling. I hate that. That's a real bad. I don't know what I was doing there. For the Eevee card, we could have them sleeping, and maybe there's plushies of all the evolutions in the back. Nose right there. Know which way the face is going. But yeah, maybe like plushies. With all the other ones behind it. I don't know, yeah. try and get fit that in here. All right, and then that's super. Okay, so and then two. I don't know, Flareon. I don't know where I'm going with that one. Or maybe they're both sleeping. I don't know. Like, let's just throw it in there for the heck of it. Do it. Got like a little Eevee. Eevee head right here. I think I might just do like a sleepy series or something like that. I think that might be fun. Again, kind of like a rug back there. Maybe there's a fire. A little on the nose, but you know, yeah. And then let's see for I feel like Chilltendo would sleep different. There we go. No, just make it harder. Okay. And maybe Eevee's like right in here. All right. Let's see. And yeah, we'll do Vaporeon. Like maybe like a little. Ooh. Orion's chilling. Tail comes down and out down here. Area. Yeah, it does have like a little split. Okay, so that's back. Okay, there we go. So when you come down, I'm just gonna. And then Eevee will be chilling here. Yeah. I like this. Like, I think this set will be kind of fun. And I like this idea of like the sleeping ones. We'll see how creative I can get with the sleeping situation. So. Okay, so we've got the initial 3, which is good. I guess we'll do Espeon and then Umbreon. I am not sure. I guess do. Say like your splits at the end. No, I don't think it was that. Yeah, I'll do that. And then right here will kind of come down. This one, night. But in they need to be. Maybe switch it. Maybe this is nighttime because be awake during the day. This would be daytime. As they evolve at night. Yeah, we'll do it for the heck of it, I guess. So this one, I'm going to we're just gonna have Eevee. Like that, I guess. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad look. All right, and then we can adjust. Like we can shift everything up a little bit. I just need to get the initial idea down. Okay, so then we can do Glaceon. Heal. Anyway. Glaceon grew. got it tucked in next to, on top of that. Protected, thing on top of. Yeah, I'm not sure, but. Let's do. Eevee. Underneath. I dig that wood. The head right there. And the tail right there. Got the tail from not Umbreon, Glaceon. Like resting on top of it like a blanket. Alright, alright, alright. Leaf heal. Maybe it's like ears off to the side. On top. Like that. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, the last one would be Sylveon. Okay, so let's do I'm gonna do kind of like a kind of the opposite of this one where it'll be on it, just kind of resting on top of Eevee. I guess. Sleeping. Alright, I dig that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's all the evolutions. Okay, so we've got some options. I think I like the sleeping series over the poncho. I think that's fun. Do you want to look up like plushies? Sleeping version. Wouldn't they? Dig that. Use that kind of. Visual style. Too heavily on Okay, so now into kind of Alright, so let's see. We kind of figured out what's going on, which is good. change the. Well, I'll just do. Yeah, we'll just start a new file, I guess. We'll change this to. I do. Do that. Whoa. I got all crazy. Let's do like half of it, I guess. There we go. And can I do that though? Yes, okay. It's out. That's fine. Absolutely fine. That over here. Okay. So then that's that one's okay. Merge those and merge those. Grab this. Slide down a smidge. Okay. Okey-dokey. Let's work on where here. Okay. I guess I can erase. For now, we're gonna stitch. do not need those. And put all right, pop that in there, hide that. Yeah, whatever. Oops. So here real quick. All right. So can bump that up. What's like an 80? That's not too bad. Yeah. So from here. Okay. I guess I could. All right, so we've got that. Pop a new layer over the top of this, and let's try working on this. I don't like the shape of that at all. No. Okay. Man, that is real. Option. Got a pen. Okay. So I just don't know why it's not. Okay. Well, roll with it. Now it's kind of more like I'm used to. Okay. So we kind of go. Mouth. Once we get more into separate it to 3 pieces. We can worry about it more on the next kind of part of this. Ditch that. Okay, so kind of sleeping rug. What's the idea? That's not a bad start. There, we want to do see, let's just try and do large head, little body. Copy that. This one here. This one. Grab that. Move it. Gets it. Get a little bit more focus, just eyes of I want it like if they need mouths or anything. Wait. Alright. Okay. It's gonna be on a separate layer. Going to move this one. Now we can start kind of flipping them around a little bit. Okay. This one, yeah, like right here. There we go. They kind of did it different. That makes more sense, I guess. Around the back of the head. At least for a configuration like this, I think it makes. Oh. That one. And these are all going to be on their own layers, which will help me kind of set everything up a little bit easier. Don't know what it is. Weird. Okay. Okay. Nope. This one kind of over back here, I guess. Put it right here. Okay, this one we like right here, I guess. That's fine. Boop. that one, right there. Okay. Might make some adjustments. Nope, that's not. Oops. Okay, now let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead. Cut and paste that one. Now it's everything is on its own layer right now. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Here real quick. No, I did want it to. Okay. I mean, kind of. That works for the most part, I guess. Let's see. That's it. Yeah, I guess slightly more like leafy in shape for the years, but that's pretty much what we have been. Okay, and then that, put it over here just so I have. Okay. Position that here. This nonsense here. Like that. We've got all of those kind of set up. What I want to do, that's the correct one. I'll put this up at the top here, by a layer here. Go this layer and just a pen for this. All right. Just so things can be arranged better. So got that kind of set up. And, right, that color because okie dokie. And that one. Chilltendo. Okay, so that should be the one. Cute. Okay, so we have everything kind of set. Now it's move stuff around until it makes some sense, I guess. Which is going to be interesting. I think I'll move Vaporeon up here. And this, and that color, a new layer in here, and just like that. All right. And let's go back up here and grab that color just to be messing around with stuff. And use that. Cool. Okie dokie. Let's see. Oh. Put that on there. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna pop that in like right here. Right behind, like right there, and then go to okay. Go beyond. I'll slide you over here. Off to the side. Cool. Espeon. I put you right next to Umbreon. It kind of fits together. Let's grab that Sylveon one more time. Maybe. Because technically those are all with friendship kind of situation. It might be good to have them all kind of together. Let's put it. We can drop it like right here, I guess. And then let's grab that into which one is back there. I'm probably going to just move it, so it's not going to matter that much, but I wanted to okay, so yeah, this need to go up here. There we go. No. Alright. This is where things get all funky. We'll worry about it in a minute. Okay, so Sylveon's back there. Umbreon's there. Mayfield. Okay, it's Glaceon is. Where are you? We don't want anything like covering the head. Maybe pop it back here. I could drop it down here. I think I want it kind of more piled together a little bit. We'll drop it right there, I guess, for now. Chilltendo. Chilltendo's good right there, I think. We could slide it up. It's a little bit more tightly set up. Okay, and Vaporeon. And no, I can't do alt. That's undo that. Alt, right? Oh. Okay, well, we'll deal with that. We'll move it after we move it. Slide this up here. Yeah, just a little bit tighter of a grouping, I guess. And then, yes. Oh, whoops, yeah. Okay, and then whatever's here, slide this back over here. Guess, yeah. Okay. Okay. We could slide Sylveon over it. Or like Eevee or Sylveon. Kind of right where Sylveon. Right there. That. Over here. Pretty much. Okay. Slide you in right there. Okay. All right. I mean, it's not the greatest position-wise, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. There is nothing else to that sentence, I guess. I don't know. Everyone's kind of huddled right there, which is not most ideal, I guess, but I don't know what else to really do. Because I don't want them all spread out. I think this is just kind of this thing. I could not, like, I could put them in different orientations, I suppose, like fallen over and stuff like that. Might make it a little bit more interesting. I could even have them farther down, Eevee up toward the top, and they're all just kind of in a pile. That might be a better look. Let's quick. I'm just going to put a folder here. One. I'm gonna I guess. C. Cool. All right. I'm gonna hide that, and now I'm going to move all of these around. Okay, let's just drag it down here. Okay, and then yes. B, move it down here. Okey-dokey. G, move down here. Okey-dokey. Down. Yes. Nope. Down. Nope. That and do this one to go away. So I need it right now. All right. Cool. Chilltendo. Actually, Chilltendo and Flareon, I guess, could kind of stay where they're at. And not too. So I don't mess with anything too much. Let's see, let's do Flareon. Kind of slide it down a little bit, I guess. Vaporeon. Kind of want to lay it on its side down here. Maybe like right here. Kind of want all of the initial ones to kind of. The initial three I want to be closer. We'll just slide these down over here real quick. Vaporeon. We want Razor. Pencil. Okay. Here. So I'm going to do it like that. Rotate that on its side. I kind of have heights and stuff. Yeah, that's fine. There. Okay, now I want to have, so the friendship ones will be kind of together. There's umbrella. We'll rotate it down. Oops, right here. Grab this here. Kind of that. And so reattach that. All right. I think this is going to be a better one. For sure. This is going to be a better composition. Leave. Yeah, there. All right, so this one I want kind of out of my way right now. For right now, I guess. All right, so then Espion. I didn't near. Maybe. Let's grab it. It to be standing. Yeah, I think this one was have standing up. Right behind Umbreon. And let's grab Sylveon. Sylveon will be kind of on its side here. Be slightly farther up. This here, rotate that here, kind of up, back to my pencil, kind of attach that, and then the ribbon that I have coming out here. We can spread them out. I'm going to drag this one over here. And then, okay. Espion to separate a little bit. Right there. And I might flip Glaceon on its side. Do here. Even kind of tilt it a little bit more. Okay. Grab this ear. Rotate that here, around there, and I want this, here. All right, we got that. And Eevee, yes. Let's drag you down here. There. Yeah, no problem. We can drop. Umbreon. Let's drop Umbreon down. Just slide it right here. Yeah, right there. All right. And let's look at Sylveon. Which right around there. Yes, beyond. Here. Okay. We. Yeah. Down a little bit more. Right around there. That's not too bad. I think that's a little bit better. And then I need to just have everything. That's weird. Yeah. Just gonna slide everything up a bit. Set everything right there. And I definitely think this is the winner. As far as the composition goes, blah, for sure. Because I mean, that versus that, that's really static. This feels like it has more life to it, in my opinion. So this is the one I'm going to roll with, and I just need to figure out like a background situation, so that should be fun. All right, get in here. Actually, no, we could do it down here. So we've got the pencil. So there we go. We're gonna throw down a rug. Maybe there's a chair. Over here. Oh no. How do I want to do that? No, I don't like that. Great one kind of situation. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. just gonna hit this like that. We've got that. We've got a rug, we've got a chair, we've got, let's put, because my dog has a basket where all of the toys go. So I'm assuming that V here went and pulled all of the toys out of the basket. That's the narrative we're going with here. Actually, move that slightly like that. Do that. First, we're going to let's cut it. There we go. Okay. Oh, whoops. We got a little bit of cancel. A little bit of ahead of ourselves here. Hold some of the rug with it. And let's drag it right about there, I think. Just to kind of show it's empty. Right. And then I like that. I think that is going to be a good one. I can look at like full art card design. Where the name and everything, all that information will go. Okay, but that's kind of the end of today. So I'll pick this back up next week. That's how we roll. All right. That's real bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think that came out pretty good. Real quick. Back end. I'm gonna throw shadow. Down on these guys. so I have kind of that information already ready to go. Start up. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a pretty solid start. I put down all of the series thumbnails, and then I got a more finalized sketch in for this one, so that's good. Worked out which composition was kind of going to be the better option, which is this one, I think, just because the other one's just really static and all piled together, and I didn't care for it that much. I just think this one works pretty well. All right, so we threw that on some quick shadows. Ooh. There, I guess. Yeah, that's a cool. Shadowed. Throw in a little handle spot here. It's a soft basket. Woven basket, I guess. Anyway. Pretty solid start, I feel like. Hi. I use right now I'm using an XP pen, Artist 22. So it's a display tablet and a pen. And the program is Clip Studio Paint. Hopefully that is helpful information for you. And then I just kind of go through and figure out what pencil and pen and all that to use. And that just kind of changes with what I'm working on and how I am best working at that point. Like right now I'm kind of making lines and going with that. Sometimes that doesn't work and I need to do like blocks of shadow and light essentially, so I'll use a different pencil for that, for setting up my sketches. But yeah, XP pen tablet, display tablet, and Clip Studio for the program. I like Clip Studio because it is somewhat inexpensive compared to other things, and you can still buy it outright rather than use a subscription. But you can use a subscription and it's reasonable. But yeah, you can also just outright buy the program still. They have that option, which is nice. Unless you're on a tablet, then you have to do the subscription. But yeah. Well, that is that. I think it came out pretty good. It's a good, solid start. And I look forward to continuing to work on this. And I don't know if I'll just go all the way through the series, one after another, or if I'll take time in between. It'll just kind of depend on how I'm feeling. But definitely a good, solid start here. Very happy with it. All right, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully that information helps you out, Joker. And hopefully you guys all come back and hang out with me again. Always fun to have people to chat with while I work and people just watching. It's always fun, always good. I appreciate you all, and if you want to see the progress from streams and stuff like that, you can follow my socials at Zann20 on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, Kara, Tumblr, most things. And then my TikTok is Zann20_art. I post my time lapses from my streams there, and then I post them to other platforms after that. So I posted there first, and that also kind of lets you know I am going live, because there are instances where things come up and I don't say I'm not going live, I just don't. So if you don't see a post by like 9 o'clock, I'm not going live that week. But it's not, I try to do that very infrequently. I try to keep my schedule as best I can, but you know, stuff comes up. If you miss a stream and you want to see what you missed, or you want to go back and watch old stuff, you can check out my YouTube, Zann20. Every live is archived there under I think the live on my page, live section. Yeah. Like, follow, comment, all the fun stuff if you can. I appreciate everyone hanging out, and hopefully